So another week's gone by and another week we have got the weekly objectives. This is the final week now of these before we go into season 2 and we start seeing some new things. So as always, they are exactly the same. We obviously haven't got anything in the bi-weekly this time round. So if you're doing the ultimate team ones, then obviously you're going to have to finish what we've got. But they give you so many points. You should pretty much be as close to level 40 now as possible. Obviously, if you go into seasonal objectives, we will have again the normal amounts from the weekly in Ultimate Team, which is just playing 4, playing 8, score 6, score 12, and score 15. That is across Ultimate Team, clubs, and the career modes, so you should be able to get all of them done pretty easily. That's going to give you a fair amount of objectives. We then move into clubs, which again, like I say, the bi-weeklies are still here for another week. We get one of these every 2 weeks, so we get 4 every single month, which is, oh, no, we get 2 every single month. Bi-weekly, every 2 weeks. If you need coins in FC25, lootbar.gg has you covered. They are the cheapest trading platform on the game, 8 to 10% cheaper than any others, 8% off if you use the code JT11 at the end at checkout, plus you get 5% extra on coins, with the fastest delivery system going, used by many FC25 creators such as Zorky, Manny Plus, and even pro owners. So if you need any coins, head over to lootbar.gg, make sure JT11's in the promo code, and hopefully you enjoy. Then we get the club objectives. So we've got the play 2 club league matches, play 4 rush, 6 league, and 8 on the rush. Assist 5 goals in league, score 9 goals in rush. Then we've got complete 15 tackles in league, and obviously 25 tackles in rush as well. These are going to help towards a lot of these as well, because we have just more that we've got to do also. So there is a lot of points up for grabs. Now, the 2 different modes with leagues and rush in clubs, that is pro clubs if you didn't know. You've got leagues, which is going to have to be with your friends, and then you've got obviously rush, which you can do yourself, or you can do with friends as well if you really wanted to. So once you go into clubs, you should be able to see it straight off the bat. You've got into play, so obviously got the season 1 playoffs. If you go into play, you obviously have got the league right here. This is the very first one that should be in. Once you're in there, press A, go in with your friend, and there you go. There's your league matches. If you want to go rush, it's just 1 over, and again, you've just got to go into here, and you will be able to find rush matches just with randomers. Sometimes it can be just a little bit more challenging, as obviously if you're not in a team, it's a little bit harder to obviously go with people and kind of actually succeed a little bit. But you play a few matches, you're going to get your pro up anyway. We then have got the player career, which is very, very simple to do. It's a nice and easy objectives. You've got play 5 matches, which I believe now, from what people are telling me from last week, you actually have to play the full 5 matches. The last time I did this, which as you can see, we've done all of them, you could just do the highlights, which I'll show you again. But apparently that has been patched or doesn't work anymore. So take it with a grain of salt. You might have to do the full matches, which isn't necessarily too difficult. You could put it on the lowest amount of minutes. So if we go into our career mode from here, if you are looking to do this really quickly, then obviously saving at a point where you know everything can be done pretty quickly, and then overriding it if you are already still playing it, you can load up then the previous save, as it makes it just a little bit more easier. So if I go to this next fixture, obviously it's an international, doesn't make a difference when it comes to any sort of career player. Obviously if you wanted to try and change any of the season stuff, go into settings, and you should then be able to bring this down all the way to 3 minutes, making it a little bit quicker for their matches rather than necessarily to playing like the online sort of level of minutes. All you got to do then is go into the advanced, obviously match day. You then have to play as Havertz or players controlling the team. It really makes no difference. That's going to do the whole matches. What I was saying is you could just play the highlights and play Havertz before, which obviously would actually do it. I don't think jump into the result actually does anything for this. I'm pretty sure that doesn't work, but we will double check, because we'll see it will be 6 out of 5 if it did work, but that'd be really cool if it did. So once we've obviously done that, the one way to add a playstyle plus is going to be in personalities. Then you want to go ahead and go into one of these. All you have to do is just change it to a different one. It's quite a simple one with that. Really doesn't take too much of an effort. That's obviously in my pro personalities, and just change one of the playstyle pluses. You get it as soon as you start a career anyway, which will give you that one done. If then we have a look at some of the other player objectives ones, so obviously that's equipped a playstyle. We've obviously played 5 matches. The hat trick top manager favor can be done in just a couple of matches. Obviously the performer hat trick can be done in one. Scoring 3 goals in one match, can do it on highlights, that one, so it makes it a little bit easier. But if you are doing the 5 matches, you might as well get both done at the same time. The top manager favor rating is just getting a rating, basically. Pretty simple, just play a few matches. By the time you've done 5, should be easy to do. 10 match objectives we will get at the start of a game. Normally it's a rating, score 1 goal, assist a goal, or keep a clean sheet if you're a defender, make 2 tackles with obviously midfielder, assist, passes. Just do them. You should be able to get that done pretty easily as well. The agent objective and 5 activities. We obviously have the activities next to personalities in My Pro. You want to just complete 5 of them. It's just buying 5 of these. It's nice and easy. There's nothing to it. It really is that simple. And then obviously with My Agent, completing an objective could be something like matches in the starting or anything like this. So for instance, if we want to bring the wage down, it will bring it down a little bit more. And if you wanted to change it to something else, then obviously that's going to be good as well. So if we wanted to change it to Sociedad, we want to then go ahead and see for that wage, we just need to have first time shot goals. Just do 1. Nice and easy. Get your manager 1 done. There you go. That's all you've got to do for them. So that is all of the player career modes done. Very, very simply. And you can get them done with the 5 matches in about an hour. Without the 5 matches, you could probably get these done in about 10 minutes flat. Quite easily. Which then leads us on to the manager objectives. These are the last ones to be able to be done. We only have 4 of them, play 5 matches. These will be exactly the same as last time, as the player career mode. You've got to actually play the full matches rather than the highlights. And then these 3 are very, very simple. We've got set up a training plan, hire a coach, and make a tactical change. So again, like the player career mode, if you are obviously looking at doing these objectives and not continuing with that career mode, I would suggest this definitely for season 2. Set it up that you can get all of them done at that point. So maybe do the first friendly matches with your team and then save it at that point. Every time you come and do this each week, come back and then don't save once you're actually done with it all. Makes life a lot easier. So obviously then we'll go into manager career. I believe we've got our Bournemouth save. You can definitely tell I'm utilizing this one. So for instance, for hiring a coach should be relatively simple. You want to go into squad. Once you're there, you either go from right to left all the way down to tactical preset. Once you are there, go into then coach management and you'll see we've got some coaches here. Doesn't matter if all of them are filled because you can add an extra one. So once you've gone into there, press A and you will see a few different coaches. Doesn't make a difference who you pick. It is just simply hiring a coach. Once you've done that, we're going to put him in there. Would you like to hire him? Yes. And that's that one done. Nice and simple. So once we're back out of that, stay on squad. What we then want to do is go to team management. Then we want to go right bumper into tactics. You want to then click into here. What I normally do is just change it 1 because I'm not using this save. It makes no difference. And then I normally go into like for instance the player roles and I might change into a false 9. I know it obviously doesn't change anything normal because obviously it's not the right formation, all of that out of position jazz. But once you've done that, save it. You've then changed the custom tactics and then hire a coach, save the changes, and then finally you want to keep going down till you see the training plan. With this one again, because it doesn't take too much time, I normally press A on one of these, change that, and then I press right stick. I'll then go ahead and change anybody random. I'll go all out performance, change, done, and that's it. It's as simple as that. I normally then double check on the manager before I quit out of this manager mode so we can see that all of them are done, and then the only thing left is the play 5, which we'll do as and when really. But what I can do from here now is I can back out and I can quit without saving, meaning the next time I come into it, I know I'm absolutely at the point that I need to be, and you can just do it again. It's as simple as that. Let me know down below if you've managed to get through to level 40 now, and hopefully we do get some nice objectives and maybe some new objectives for season 2, as to be honest, I've made my last training plan. Peace.